Hey, welcome back. Melissa Deely here, integrative health practitioner, here on day 3 of my series on toxins. I haven't done one since last Wednesday, so it's been more than a week, and I apologize for the delay. I've been helping my daughter get set up in residence for her first semester in residence at university. She was home last semester and just had a busy week, but I'm back and on track to continue through this series throughout the month of January, talking about toxins. And today I'm going to be talking about sources of toxins as well as the function and the job of our liver and what it needs to be doing. So there's many sources of toxins, and actually since World War II, there has been 100,000 plus toxins introduced into our environment. And our human body just doesn't adapt that quickly. And so it is struggling to keep up with this overload of toxins. And there's actually a great movie put out by the Environmental Working Group, EWG, called 10 Americans. It's not a movie, it's a documentary. It's about 20 minutes long. I'll put the link into it underneath this post if you would like to check that out. And so our body is bogged down by all of these toxins, and many of these toxins coming into our environment, we're told that they're safe or generally regarded as safe, but they're not being tested against one another. And so we have all of these toxins coming into our body all at once, and that's never been tested. It's kind of a great big human experiment, and what we're seeing is that it is negatively impacting our health. So, first of all, one source of toxins is the air that we breathe. And obviously, we all need oxygen for our very survival and need to be breathing air, but it can come full of toxins, whether it be carbon, metals, volatile organic compounds, cleaning products that we're using, pesticides, brake dust if we're walking in a city street, and more. And then there's our water supply. And again, we need water for our very survival. But what is in our tap water? What is in the water in our oceans, in our rivers and streams? What is in the water in our shower? Very often we are being exposed to chlorine and fluoride and aluminum, as well as pharmaceuticals that have been discarded improperly and make their way back into our water supply. And again, volatile organic compounds as well as lead. Our body does not need an overload of any of these things. And then there's the food we eat, which we know are sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, waxes, chlorine, and preservatives in order to make more and have our food last longer on the shelf, so that food manufacturers are not losing as much money from food going bad. Then, of course, there's bath products and cosmetics. And this is a really scary category because we've got metals in these, parabens, propylene glycol, fragrances, and again, those volatile organic compounds. And the average woman leaves the house in the morning having put 126 chemicals on her body simply as a result of getting up and taking a shower and doing her hair and putting on makeup and getting ready for her day. And when we put it directly onto our skin, it's absorbed immediately into our bloodstream without even giving our liver the chance to process and detoxify that. So I really highly recommend that you look at how you can use products that are not toxic in your beauty and health regime. There's many companies out there now that are making non-toxic products that you can use. There's Beauty Counter, there's Young Living, there's doTERRA. There's also many that you can make at home yourself. Just I use straight coconut oil as an eye makeup remover instead of buying eye makeup remover that has who knows what in it. I make my own deodorant, I make my own toothpaste because it's really easy to do. And then I know that exactly what I'm putting on my body. So those are the sources of toxins, etc. And let's talk about the job of the liver. So the liver is basically the health of our liver predicts the health of our overall body. And helping it to detox, as I talked about in previous sessions, is really important. And in fact, it's the single best way to start helping you get well again, lose weight, and feel alive again. Because when our liver gets bogged down and can't function properly, it causes inflammation within the body, and left unchecked, that can cause cells to signal disease. The nutrients that we feed our liver during a functional medicine detox are helping the mitochondria boost, increase their energy, so you're feeling more energized. And also, those nutrients are hard to get in our food today because they're not in the soil. And we really have to support our liver through both phase 1 and phase 2 of detoxification. Our liver has over 500 vital functions in the body. It is truly the epicenter of ensuring that our body stays pure and clean. Now, some of the things that cause our liver to get overloaded on a daily basis are coffee and energy drinks that we consume, our alcohol intake, excessive workload and stress, smoking, prescription and over-the-counter medications, infection and illness, whether it be acute or chronic. The liver is still trying to work with that. Both psychological and emotional stress, as well as processed foods, the sugar and the white flour in products, environmental toxins that we've talked about, including heavy metals, pesticides, and everything I talked about earlier. Allergies and food intolerances can bog down our liver, as well as poor nutrition and poor eating habits. And even anger, irritability, and impatience, and those emotions can be affecting our liver. So there's a lot that affects our liver, and we haven't ever really been taught the importance of looking after it and caring for it, or even how to look after our internal organs. We might have heard a little bit about heart health, but that's about it. And it is really critical to be supporting our liver because it is so vital. And so one way that you can do that is to just discover your toxic load. What is your toxic load, and can you and your body and your liver benefit from doing a functional medicine liver detox? I'm actually taking a group of 15 people through a functional medicine liver detox right now. All of these people have stepped into wanting to improve their health in 2021. And yes, the first couple days are a little hard and it's not what you're used to. But by the time they're getting to days 3, day 5, day 7, they're so impressed about improved sleep, improved energy. They love the recipes that I've provided on this program, and everyone's doing really great. And when I guide people through the program, it's not about you just buy a kit and do it on your own and you kind of wonder, am I doing it right? And you fall off. This is truly guided, so you know you're doing it right. You're getting all of the information you need to be set up for success, and through the use of an app, I see how you're doing because you're tracking how you're doing every day, and I'm supporting you and cheering you on and answering your questions and giving you suggestions if I see that you are struggling a little bit in those early days. And so that's how I support my clients. And I don't believe in just showering our outer body and then we're clean and healthy. We have to support the detoxification process of our inner body so that all of our organs are also pure and clean and our body can function at optimal levels, that we can get rid of so many of the symptoms that people are struggling with in the world today of, brain fog and fatigue and low energy, as well as poor sleep and high stress. And we can get people back into a place of living optimally and being able to be proactive in your health so that you are not waking up one day in the future being diagnosed with a disease because your body and your liver could no longer cope and you had cellular breakdown and that was triggering cells to signal disease. So the liver is key. You may never have thought about that before, but I want you to start thinking about that now. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back with day 4 tomorrow.